Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. What are we playing today? Should have checked this sooner. It's Stygian today, I'm almost certain, right? I think so. When the patch goes live, which is happening in 2 days? 2 days from now, I believe. So 2 days from now is when this patch is gonna go live, and when that happens, we're gonna just... I don't know, because the series is rotating random. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna handle that. Cause with the new champions, maybe I'm gonna rotate. Yeah, I'll probably rotate Hellhorn through Melting, and then like Prince through Rector, and then we'll loop back with the new champions. That'll probably be what I do. Alright, let's begin. Solgard, post nerfs, he's a little rough. I gotta tell you, he's been hit a lot of times. I think that Solgard's really struggling at this point. That's Arc is Darkness. Got the windows open, should warn you. You'll probably hear the sounds of the outdoors coming in through the windows. Hopefully you don't mind. Also, yeah, if you enjoy, don't forget to like and also comment and also subscribe. Without any further ado, we got Patient Seraph, we got Arc is Darkness, and it's the Darkness Sin, and we got Double Barrel Daedalus. Flash Freeze, Sharpen, and Crystalline Seeds. Probably gonna go for a Frostbite based plan here. I went for a run where I did nothing but Frostbite. I just took an Endless Shark and a big Arcus, like the Titan channel one, and I lost. It went very poorly. Split Anvil seems very bad here. We're gonna go Hell's Banners. So we're gonna hope that this one goes slightly differently. No Cold Channel. I think the Dire Channel might be the best one by default now. For boss killing. Titan Channel. I'm gonna go Dire Channel. I think the Dire Channel might just be the best option now that they've nerfed Cold Channel into the ground. Titan Channel is very clunky, I find. Now, when does that action triggers at the start of this unit's turn? Do you think action happens if they are dazed now? Because they changed the wording. I think functionally everything is the same. I'm gonna not take the Mark of Invasion here. I don't feel great about it. There's worlds where we just lose off of it, so we're just gonna take it easy. And what we have here today, we got this stuff. We're gonna ping off 5-1s in it whenever we can. This early combat should be no big deal, I hope. We're gonna look for... let's just maximize incants. On this run, we're going to look for Offering Token is probably our best kit. Something that lets me incant a lot is basically what we're after here. And then something to put in front of Solgard, and then a few spells, and we'll probably win. Right now it's 21 damage to the front enemy, which is pretty solid. I'm pretty sure that we have enough here to crush, I think. It's hard to say, I will admit. Gauging the power level of this guy, of this Solgard, is always difficult for me. Because I'm like, oh, it's just a number, it's just 12. And then you look closer and you go, oh, he's actually doing like 48 damage per round right now. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I wonder about Ice Tornado. None of these cards are Offering Token? Yeah, I don't like any of this. This is a really bad pack. That's a shame. Wildwood Sap is good. All three of these cards are good. I think Wildwood Sap is probably the best. Do a regen stack on a Thorned Hollow or an Awoken Hollow plan. Stick that behind, or stick Solgard behind that and win the game. It's probably going to be our line. Oh yeah, especially with a green path right here. Let's hit it. Keep playing Stygian Awoken now. Quick plus 25 and plus 5 plus 10. Either hollow is winning. Husk Hermit? There's a quick there. This Husk Hermit's fine. Yeah, this is pretty solid. I'll give him plus 25. He doesn't need to do more than 5 to clear backline, so a plus 25 will mean that he lives through most things. Sure, that's fine. No sweep here, please. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Kinetic Spikes 3. How much is he gonna hurt himself for? He's gonna hurt himself for 18? I think it's okay. 18 plus 6, actually. 24 damage off of him. But he's only gonna, outside of that, he's only gonna take 4. I think it's fine to take the spikes 3 here. Alright. So we're gonna win through regen. If I have to, I'll just regen stack the Husk Hermit, I guess. We'll see what we get. But that's gonna be our basic plan here now. We just drop Solgard, we drop our Husk Hermit, and we just incant them as much as we can. As much as we can, you know. The ah ha 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 is also me after making that joke. Calling it a joke is a little offensive to actual jokes. How are we looking here? 25? This guy's gonna end up gaining a lot. This is worth 14, this is worth 9. That's 20. Yeah, I kill this guy. Solid. Alright. The early scaling for this Solgard is the only thing we have to worry about. Once he scales out of this kind of awkward early section, we start to snowball. Right, he starts to just crush things. Double heavies will be a problem. I don't have a great answer for how we're going to solve them. It may be as simple as I'm just going to outlive them. Like, I'm just going to let them hit the pyre and we're going to chunk them for a little bit. I knew it wouldn't be, but I had really hoped that this Solgard's level 2 or level 3 was going to give him multi-strike on his action, like this action triggers twice. I had really high hopes for that, however, alas, it is not to be. Titan's Tooth is good with the foregone powers, a second Wildwood Staff is acceptable. Some may go so far as to say ideal. Yeah. The only thing we have to worry about is getting his incants rolling. I'm gonna go to that Hell Vent and we're just gonna grab another sap. That is fine. There's a world, I guess, where we pick one of those just because it's a 0-cost incant, but that's not good. All we have to worry about is Solgard not incanting enough, basically, here. We have a quick sweeper, so we don't even have to worry about a bad double barrel placement. It's just heavies. It's just those 10 190s that we have to answer. Lots of ways we can answer them. We'll see what we are offered today. Hopefully something good. Probably the best option at this point is just to pick up like three or four good damage spells. Sorry, my voice cracked. I'm going through puberty for the first time again. Voice just randomly cracks mid-sentence. But yeah, we're gonna look for... there's a lot of options here, basically. If we can just win through the pyre killing heavies, I suppose. Like this wave that we're about to face right here, these two enemies are the best example of what we're going to struggle against. Unfortunate. Because Solgard pops one of them, right? He does 30, that's plenty. But the other one basically goes on unharmed. Maybe I should have... Was there a Crystallis? I don't remember if there was a Helical Crystallis or not. If there was, I probably should have grabbed that. I don't know. I don't have a great answer right now. It might even just be just take pyre health, right? And hope that we can outlast. That might be the easiest solution. Or Ancient Synergy. Ancient Synergy or Ice and Pyre. Or Siren Song. One of those three rares would also win it for us. Yeah, so there's a few different options. Siren Song actually probably the best one. Unfortunate. Doesn't matter. Yeah, 60 damage per round is plenty. And we have plenty of regen. Boss is easy. Seraph the Patient is not even going to pose a challenge. Ice and Pyre will work. We hold that card over, we give it a +10, we probably win the game. I don't even think I need one of these, honestly. Do I? I guess there's no reason not to. Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to just grab one of these. Who's better? It's probably... Thorned Hollow is pretty close to Awoken Hollow. We want one of these, I guess Awoken Hollow, and then we give him multi-strike and hope that he can kill a double heavy. Or just snipe a heavy. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. Alright, and we can take draw. I think this run has a pretty clear line to victory now. We have all the pieces, we just need some good upgrades. I will hit the steel shop because we're just looking for upgrades. Large stone is too much. Incant armor 2 is honestly not that big of a bad side, but let's just roll it. Quick. Give you a flat plus 25 and we'll move on. Keep going on the direchannel path here. Cold channel? I don't know. I mean, and by I don't know, I mean, I think this is horrible. I think that there's just no way you can take cold channel at this point. A revenge with 15 health is just laughably bad. I'm gonna purge these sharpens. I don't like them. They're too expensive. And restore is actually a pretty good card right now. What's our next one? I'm probably gonna hit the steel shop again. Hold over Ice Empire is going to be good, but we don't need it right now. Plus 6. He'll take like 12 per round on that bottom floor from Husk Hermit. Unless I don't draw him turn 1, but the turn 1 isn't super scary. Time to put my money where my mouth is. This is a little scary, I will admit. No consistent way to kill all of this can be bad. Can lead to a negative outcome. We may take a big chunk of damage off of this. It's okay. We hit the Titan's Tooth. We take those. 46. So we're going to take 6 for the trial. That is worth it. Well, maybe more than 6 because of this 100 health enemy walking up on me here. Although we have 2 rounds to handle him. Probably best to do something like this. We want to incant Solgard more than anything else. And we can just stack Frostbite. Even though we want to incant him a lot, I also want to just stack Frostbite. We're going to win through regen stacking, not through anything else. And this wave is scary. This wave is dead. I think I need to Crystalline Seeds this. Oh, my neighbor's dog is fucking pissed. What the hell, dude? Take it easy. Oh no, it probably doesn't come across, but it's loud enough for me to hear it through my headphones, which means it may be loud enough for you to hear it as well. Someone's a little mad out there. It's a very small dog, very high-pitched a-wooing, if you will. 2, 3, so I'm gonna get chunked here. I probably just do this. And like, we're gonna get super smacked here. I need to hit Ice Empire for this double heavy. No Ice Empire. That is tough. There's nothing I can do, we just take a big hit. Excellent. Trial... Ice Empire, you can see, is a pretty big, important member of this team, and drawing it on 2 dead turns is not ideal, I would say. Not optimal. Subpar. Among other options. With Ice Empire combined with the Awoken Hollow, it should be good enough. Deep Offering. Ice Storm. I'm going to go Ice Storm here, actually, and I'm not going to go to the Steel Shop. Preserve Thorns is really good as well. I'm gonna go to the Magic Shop now because we have Ice Storm. Ice Storm's a good card here. And also it's good to grab the heal. Oh, Stack Stone. Gross. And a plus 20 consume. This is not a good looking shop game. I gotta tell you, it's not looking good here so far. I don't like this. I guess I'll double stack this and then give it -1. Okay, it's a little better. I wonder if I'm supposed to permafrost Ice Empire. I shouldn't need to. Really tough, no holdover, but it's okay. This is one of those runs that can feel very frustrating if you lose it because you feel like you played well, played and just missed, right? I just miss a lot of times here. I just miss all of my outs. Harness the Titan I still think is bad. It's just possible that I end up not seeing holdover or multi-strike from any of the shops, even if I maximize my chances and then we lose the game. And also I've pathed in a way that has led me to not hit any removals, which is a little bit bad as well. My overall planning here has been subpar. However, I don't necessarily think we need removals if we find the holdover. We find the holdover and we are probably set. Spell Shield 2. Probably am gonna not pick this. I need to use my spells to kill these heavies, for sure. That last combat also looks a little awkward because it's a haste combat. It's also very awkward when we lose space top 4 because Hollow's 3 space. A lot of things can go against us here. I'm gonna go ahead and stack some regen on Solgard. I'm actually gonna stack all my regen on Solgard, it looks like, because of the boss being Sweet Boss. Probably better to do this. We'll give him like 11 here. I think that's good. And that'll be down to 6, but it'll give him a few extra rounds here and there. 45 only. The scaling on Solgard is just really tough, that's all. He really struggles to get off the ground. The Frostbite is gonna have to try and pull us through this weird early section. Oskermit's gonna kill the it's gonna kill the backline enemy and cause us a little bit of heartache here. Because it's gonna kill that sycophant that we would otherwise have been able to ignore. You have a good backline plan and you get punished. It's gonna be a little tough, but I think if I just stack regen on Solgard, he wins anyway, actually. Come to think of it, we probably just win like this. Take him up to 20 and let him carry. How could you? Foregone power. How could you? I don't believe it. I mean, I believe it, but you know. I can pretend like I don't believe it at least. That was good. Yeah, 20 regen should be enough for Solgard to foregone power, fuck you. 20 regen should be enough for Solgard here. Yeah, it is. I mean, we get to the end game here and he's doing a ton of damage, right? He's doing 140 per round. That's plenty. The problem is getting to that 140 status. These cards are not great. You can maybe use Drain to try and lessen the blow of heavies, but Holdover Ice Empire does the same as a Holdover Drain. I think a second Preserve Thorns is also pretty sick here. Like, Preserve Thorns goes really well with Solgard, I find. Punches out like 4 incants on him. And go to the left, we're going to continue this recovery plan. There's Holdover. Okay, I think that with Holdover, it's reasonable to expect a victory here. I gave that -1 instead of +10. That's my mistake. Whoops. Oh well. Maybe I was going to hold over Ice Storm, but that doesn't seem very good, actually. Oh well. This is fine the way it is. I'm going to drop my money on a Purge here. Train Steward. Cool with Hell's Banners, but Hell's Banners isn't really triggering as often as one would like. Firestone Housing, as if I'm going to see what I want. Probably Sigiled Seaweed here. It's a coin flip to kill Seraph here for free. And we got Arcus, Sin of Failure. Arcus got changed if you haven't seen him. I streamed this game last night, so what I've played on camera here and what I played on stream last night is all a blur. Arcus has a different stat line of... what is he at now? 1900 health instead of the previous 1800. This is looming, yeah. Oh, this is awkward. Huh. So, what am I doing here? I guess I just let these 3 go through, because he put a Daze Shard down here, but I lost space top 4, so I have to play Solgard here. I just have to let these 3 go, and that's fine. You can leave a train. Nah, yeah, just leave a Train Steward up there. I could triple Sting this floor, I guess, and just clear it out, but I think it's better to incant. And yeah, we'll just incant all the way. Getting him started, I think, is more important. Now, every looming shard that goes mid floor is really bad. Top floor is excellent. Preferable. Please put things up there. Very good. Now we can just stack sap on the Awoken Hollow to win. I think we have it for sure now. I didn't really think there was much to be afraid of, but Arcus can get a little scary, I will admit. Yeah, please, more rally shards mid-floor. Do not give me incant shards mid-floor, preferably. Thank you. Gains 5 per incant. I am going to just incant like crazy here. I don't have any fears. Oh yeah, the train steward kills this. That's right. Forgot I just left a train steward up here. Look at that guy. Alright. Only triggering the Hollow's rejuvenation effect on regen is a little tough, but it is... Once we get energy, I think this run looks smoother, is what I'll say about it. I think regen, or... yeah, energy and we get there, is how I feel right now. We do have the restores, though. I will say. Fuck you, Foregone Power. In theory, Foregone Power should be great, because... in theory, it should be great. Because with the... yeah. In theory, it should be great. I'll just keep saying that as it continues to disappoint me. I'll just keep saying, in theory, it should be great. Until I believe it. In theory, the Ice Empire holdover should be very great, and it is. There's no theory there. It's just great. Sting up here. I don't care if these Foregone Powers get their price increased, I don't think. I think this is the way. I don't really care about that spell incanting. One of the things I really like about this patch as a whole is the way that like these two new bosses, Arcus and Seraph the Patient, make you make sacrifices like that, right? Where it may be advantageous for you to not play like that, right? Like you basically, what I'm trying to say is I like how this patch makes you consider and gauge the value of things like incanting there. That's where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to say I like the way that this patch makes me gauge the value of things like incanting there versus the cost increase on these Foregone Powers, right? Like, I don't care about this card. What are you doing? 35 per round, 21. Solgard or Arcus has a lot of health, and he has a lot of attack, so I'm going to respect him. And I'm going to give him 28 Frostbite here, because he has more damage than we have regen. I figured it would be fine, but we'll give him some respect anyway, just to be safe. Yeah, because you're doing 200 per round. 200 damage per round is pretty good there. 9 rounds only needed to survive. We'll crush Seraph the Patient like this. Siren's Song. We have Ice Empire, so I shouldn't need Siren's Song. And we want to be careful with adding too many cards right now, because I don't have a great path into removals. I should just be very cautious about card adds. And multi-strike is not the be-all end-all on this run, but I would still like to see one. Alright, just quick large stone in every goddamn shop. Major refraction. We could do this, actually. This is not bad. Makes this guy really formidable. And he's just sitting on his own anyway. I like this. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think that that is good. Because it doesn't matter, the space down goes to 4, so even if the space down goes on the bottom floor, it's still good. Interestingly enough, like Tethys is a character who you are pretty well incentivized to swap between paths and such, and I feel like Solgard is the opposite. It really sucks to switch between paths on Solgard. You're like kind of handicapping yourself. I will take this trial. I think it's fine. 30 damage here should not be too bad. I went on a path that gave me a reasonable amount of healing, so I have a good enough amount of health here. And there's worlds where, yeah, the silences hit, things like that hit, and it's okay. Yeah, or like this, right? We take nothing from this trial. Very cool. We lost space bottom 4, which is good. Excellent. We'll take that. I'll heal you. I'm not going to throw the sap on you. I am going to lessen the impact of this wave because this is the only wave that has 2 heavy enemies in it. This is a really free combat for this run because it's single heavies after this, which is really, really good. Especially, it's not even double heavies, it's tank heavy, which a tank dies to an Ice Empire very easily. So all in all, a very good combat. I think I am glad I made the Ice Empire 0 cost instead of giving it the extra damage. Even in the worlds where I hit different combats than this one, I think it's better this way. We take 10 here. Off by 2 damage. Very sad. That won't happen again, I don't think. I think we should scale fast enough now. Yeah, we hit you with the Preserve Thorns and we go out of control. Yeah, okay. We take this one now. 140 damage per round already. The silences are coming in pretty clutch as well. I just need a little more regen now, because incanting Seraph is going to be potentially problematic. Thank you, Foregone Power. Yeah, incanting is going to be our only real concern here. Excellent work, dude. The flash freeze is on point. Skipping rounds of incant is going to be good or bad depending on what section of the fight we're in. Right? Depending on where we are, it's going to depend on... Like, if we're super early having to skip incants, it might be run ending... Oh, the boss got silenced. Yo, we won the coin flip. Thanks, Sigiled Seaweed. Very cool. This boss is just free. Excellent. Is that a tractor? What was that noise? It's pretty quiet. You can't hear. Just heard a very loud sound, but I wasn't looking. Unnamed Tome is good because it's a free incant draw, and if I miss the 50-50, this makes Seraph 100% free. Excellent. I wonder if they leave Seraph silenceable because of how... Oh, yo, 100% I understand now. They're leaving Seraph as silenceable because Solgard has to incant. All 3 of Solgard's paths have to incant, so there's not really a great way to play around that, I guess. Although, actually never mind, because Seraph... I mean, I don't know. Something like that, right? It would feel a little worse if you couldn't silence Seraph, is where I'm going with that. But as I think about it, I realize that may not be their initial design philosophy. But you get the idea. Solgard has to incant, so it feels a little bad to go against a Seraph who crushes you for incanting. So having the silence in there as a counterplay maneuver is pretty cool. I really want to go to this duplication. I don't need the multi-strike. I'm going to go for the duplication instead. I think it's better. I think that this is better, for sure. Trinket Shop has... Refracting Lens is kind of cool. Drop Cage worthless and Precious Plating is fine. Holdover? Don't really have anything else to hold over. I appreciate the 2 holdovers in the run, though. Thank you, Slay the Spire. Oh, speaking of Slay the Spire, I'll probably have those episodes starting to go up pretty soon. There's been a bit of a content lull in the channel lately. However... I have the videos all recorded, I'm just kind of being lazy right now. Classes have started, so I'm taking a little bit of time to get adjusted to how much work I'm going to be putting into those. But we'll get into the new content here pretty soon, I imagine. Anyway, if I'm going to take Refracting Lenses, I should just take Precious Plating, and I think I don't need either at 94 health. I feel okay. I'm just going to roll this for... Rue Split Mask is pretty good. In 2 of 3 situations, and in 1 of 3 situations, this is worthless. Interesting one. I suppose I could. Like, everything here is pretty bad, though. That's the thing I'm noticing. We'll take a +10 on a Restore to increase the amount of burst healing we can do. And give a -1 to Flash Freeze. Now, we want to make sure I can always play Restore, I think, actually. So much so that maybe I just want to hold over a Restore. Just so I trigger an incant every turn with it? I don't like that. +10. Yeah, sure, we can make one of these a 22. I think that's fine. And I'll make the sap free, I guess. I don't know. Nothing seems particularly great here. Precious Plating was probably the best pickup. Rue Split Mask is okay, but it's like only good. It's 66% good and 33% worthless, based on where we lose the space. And because of that variance, I'm just going to buy card removals instead, because 2 card removals here is always an increase in strength in the deck. So that's why we're going to play it that way. I think that we should just crush this, but maybe, right? With the space loss, we could see some little complications here and there. Depends on how the silences go as well. Did I win the coin flip? I did not win the coin flip. Unfortunate. Understandable, but unfortunate. We're gonna have to rally Seraph here twice, huh? That is very unlucky. And we're gonna have to rally him twice and incant him once. That is tough. He's gonna go to 22. 22 is still fine. Right, we just make this sacrifice here, essentially. And I'm gonna just double play that. And from here, as long as he doesn't do this, even if he does this, it's fine. Little awkward. Might be correct to just let this hit go through, so that I don't risk the melee weakness stacking up on me and crushing me here. Let him just hit me for the 18. I think I'm going to. I don't like it, but that's how melee weakness is. Although, yeah, I don't like this, but I think this is what we do. Let's press end turn. And hopefully this guy goes bottom floor now. Thank you, Seraph. Attack, the melee weakness now goes away on the first hit, so it's just going to be 10 damage, or 20 damage and 22. And now we can begin our scaling. I think increasing the healing on our restores is going to have been a very smart decision in the long term here, because Seraph can pump out some high damage. I would also really like to draw into my Silence Tome here. Please, silence. Thank you. Yeah, and now we lose? And now we just lose? We lose this? That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. There's nothing I can do, right? He dies? He always dies here? No, wait. He'll go to 45. Okay, okay, okay. Crisis averted. I thought about it for long enough. It's okay, everyone. It's okay. And then we can stabilize because he has 32 regen. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. I got a little unhappy there for a second. I got a little bit concerned that I was gonna lose because Seraph coin flipped me a few too many times and went the wrong way on me. It's okay, we're there. Alright, we made it, everyone. I was a little concerned momentarily, however. I am no longer worried. We are now there. Excellent work, everyone. Hey, please die. Thank you. Yeah. Now, the silence, this is what I'm saying, though, with the silence, is, like, imagine this turn, but I didn't have silence. We'd be incanting him like crazy. It's probably why they wanted to leave the silence effect in. It doesn't trivialize the boss, it makes the boss beatable for Stygian here, right? We would lose instantly. Like, it would not be close, it would just be insta-over. From those incants, right? Or I would just pass that turn and die. Either way you slice it, I kind of just die there. So I see what the idea is. Thankfully we hit the Stygian Tome, because I probably would have lost without it. Excellent. Solgard's doing a reasonable amount of damage per round of 350. We win this for sure. It was a little scary, I will admit. I think this run came a little closer than I expected it to. I'll give it up. The run, this combat looked closer than I had expected it would. There were two very close situations there. Also, if I'd picked Thorn Hollow, I would have died there, huh? Awoken Hollow did it where Thorn Hollow would have fallen apart. I had picked the Awoken Hollow for his upfront damage. You take the other Hollow, the Thorn Hollow, in a situation where you need him to kill the boss, but in this situation, Awoken Hollow is just acting as a tank. So he gets that extra +1, +2, +3 health, which, you know, shouldn't make a big difference, but sometimes if you draw in an unbelievable fashion, it can make all the difference in the world. Cool. This was a really fast episode. These episodes are getting faster. I don't know why. There's just not as many interesting decisions to make, I feel like. This was like 35 minutes. These episodes were like an hour for a while. It's probably just that this run was pretty straightforward, right? There wasn't a whole lot of decision making or hard plays to make in the combat. It was just, I got Awoken Howl, I got Regen, I got the direchannel Solgard, we power through, pick up Ice Empire or Siren Song, hold it over, right? The pathing wasn't super difficult to pan out because I just had to make sure I was hitting a shop every round. I could have made it a little better, I guess. If I had lost that, it would have been because I didn't path into removals very well. But regardless, solid run. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. Almost accidentally hit the end recording button midway through my sentence there. That would have been awkward. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.